Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday, and right now you can save £50 per person. Why am I like this? Let me cut it out. Y'all, let me stop playing around. Let me actually get into the video. You guys have all been waiting for. You guys been messaging me, telling me we need the story time. And the story time is here. A quick disclaimer, because I don't know if the guy is gonna watch. This is from my point of view, what I experienced on the person's end. He has a whole different story of what happened, and this is just from my perspective. That's all I have to say. I do kind of feel bad how things ended, because we are no longer on speaking terms. It is now August 1st that I'm recording this video, and the last time we spoke was 3 days ago. And I do not plan on hitting him up. I don't care to speak to him again, honestly. I kind of do dislike how things ended. I at least thought we could be friends, but it doesn't look that way. But so let's just get into the video, y'all. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And if an ad pops up, please don't skip the ad. Your girl is trying to get all these coins. Okay, thank you, love you, bye. So if you guys watched my previous videos, or if you just so happen to somehow land on this storytime video, July 2nd to July 9th, I was in St. Vincent in the Grenadines for Carnival for Vincy 2025. And I went to Carnival with my friend. So basically, let's just say his name is Johnny. I met Johnny at one of the parties called Brunch and Soca, and we made eye contact. Like, our first encounter, he had asked me to take his picture for him. I'm guessing he came alone, so that's why he asked me to take his picture. But I never took his picture, not because I didn't want to, just because somebody else was already taking it had took it for him by the time I was ready to take his picture. So then after that, later on in the party, he had passed me where me and my friend was standing, and we made eye contact. So like, oh, like, I saw you at the entrance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't on no other shit. Like, it was just like, oh, we made eye contact. A song came on. I turned around and I just started dancing on him. I gave him a little innocent, sweet wine, and to me, it was innocent. I just thought you take your wine and leave. But this man, after the dance, he asked me like, oh, when are you leaving? He was like, can I get your contact information or whatever? So I ended up giving him my Instagram, and I never saw Johnny that night again. The next day, he hit me up via DM, and he was like, oh, I went back looking for you. Like, where did you go? What happened? And I was like, boy, you never came back. Like, why are you lying? You never came back. Like, because me and my friend literally stood in the same spot till the party was over. You never came back. But it's cool. Whatever. I'm not. It is what it is. So he was like, no, I really did come back looking for you. Fast forward, he was like, oh, are you going to be at another party? And I was like, yeah, I'll be there. So he was like, oh, is it okay for me to look for you? And I was like, yeah, like, okay, like, I don't care. Like, if we see each other, I'm just like, if we see each other, we see each other. Like, I'm not pressed to look for you. Like, I don't know you. So I'm just like, okay, like, yeah. So during the party, he had texted me that he was here, and I was also there already. And I was just like, okay, like, make your rounds, see your people, whatever. He's like, nah, I'm not making no rounds. Like, I came here looking for you. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I'm just like, all right, like, well, I'm standing at this location or whatever I said. Like, I'm trying to tell him where I'm at. But y'all, when I say the service sucked ass, it sucked so bad. Like, literally, he was trying to look for me for like 2 hours. It literally took him like 2 hours, because the messages would take about 45 minutes to go through via each person. Like, it was just terrible. Like, that's how crowded it was. Like, it was really bad. And yeah, it was bad. So when he finally found me, y'all, It was like a 2-minute encounter. Okay, so I gave him a hug and trying to make small talk, because if you know me personally, you know, like, I don't really talk to strangers. Like, I will smile like, hi, you know, whatever. I'll dance with you, but having a conversation, that ain't me. You know, just trying to make small talks. I was like, oh, what are you drinking in your cup, or whatever the case may be. And then at one point he told me, within the 2 minutes, he told me to hold his cup like he gotta go take a piss. And I just was like, okay, right? So at the same time, I didn't know that my friend had already contacted our driver to come pick us up from the party. Like, she was ready to go. So I was like, all right, like, just give me a second. Like, let me wait till he come back and I'll tell him bye or whatever. So I just so happened to turn around, because I'm like, he's taking a little too long. So I just happened to turn around and I see him up against the wall talking to another female. Exactly. I'm literally like 10 feet away from this guy, and he's talking to another female. Allegedly. I have to say allegedly, because he said he wasn't talking to her. Anyways, so allegedly he was talking to another female. So I peeped it, but you know, I can't get upset because I don't know this man. He's not my man. He's nothing to me. So what am I getting upset for? You know what I'm saying? I just found it a bit weird that you quote unquote came to a party looking for me, but you're talking to another female. But again, I can't get upset because I don't know you. We have nothing going on, never hooked up. So what am I getting upset for? So I literally just walked over to them. Well, to him, I handed him his cup and I left the party. I didn't say bye. I didn't say anything. I literally just handed him the cup and I walked away. Right? So as I making my way to the exit, he's blowing up my phone. He's calling me, he's texting me, he's like, where you at? You need to come back. Like, I don't know her. You just assume and left. And I just was like, nah, like, do you? Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm leaving. No, you need to come back. Where are you? Now he's like, where are you? I guess so, like, he could come meet me. And I'm just like, I'm leaving. He was like, I don't know her. Like, all she asked me where the bathroom was. I look stupid to you? Do I look stupid to you, sir? Like, okay, sure. She asked you where the bathroom was. Like, from my point of view, the girl was smiling. So I feel like you was talking to her. You must have said something so sweet for her to smile. You telling her, oh, the bathroom is over, so why is she smiling like that? But again, you're not my nigga. So it is what it is. Like, I'm really like nonchalant about it. Like, I don't care about the situation. So he just kept going on and on and on. And I literally had to send him like, bro, I left the party, right? I left the party. Probably an hour goes by because I stopped responding. An hour goes by and I'm already like comfortable in my hotel room in bed. And he texts me. He was like, I can't believe you did that. Like, I'm so disappointed. And I'm just like, what? He was like, you really think that I came here looking for you, that I would talk to another woman? And I'm just like, I don't know you. You probably would do that. I don't know you as a person. And he was like, again, you just assume and you left. And I was like, bro, you say you don't know her? Okay, cool. Like, why are we still talking about the situation? He's like, oh, no, we need to talk about this. And I'm just like, okay. So in my head, I was like, maybe he is telling the truth, like, because he kept like trying to communicate. And I'm just like, all right. I feel like other people would have been like, yeah, I don't know her, and they would have dropped the conversation. But because he kept going on and on and on, I'm just like, okay, maybe he is telling the truth. Maybe he don't know her. I don't know. But, you know, okay, cool. When I see this conversation went on until 1 a.m., it went on till 1 a.m. I fell asleep. I woke up at like 5 something in the morning, and I responded back, and I was like, bro, you said your side of the story. I'm cool. Like, I'm fine. I'm not mad. And he literally responded within seconds. And I'm like, well, damn, you don't sleep? Like, I mean, I know it's carnival. No sleeping, no sleep. But it's like, I went to sleep. He talked to himself. I don't know what he was saying. Okay. So moving forward, whatever happened, we continued to talk. I guess, but it wasn't like us getting to know each other. I pretty much was like, oh, like, did you go to Juve and what'd you do today type shit or whatever. Basically, oh, I had one point I said, like, I didn't come to Carnival to look for anything. Like, I didn't come to Carnival trying to meet no husband, trying to meet no guy. Like, I literally came to Carnival to have fun, right? And he was like, oh, I thought I would be a part of your experience and da da da. I'm just like, sir, calm the hell down. Calm the hell down. So fast forward to Monday night jam. I had posted a picture on my Instagram and he was like, oh, come see me. And I'm like, bro, you know it's crowded. We not about to go through this again. You trying to find me trying to find you. I'm just like, if I see you, I see you, because again, I'm not thinking anything. Like, at this point, yes, you're a handsome dude, but I'm not thinking like, oh, I really like you, like, whatever. He sends me a picture of where he's at, and I'm like, bro, like, I'm not from this country, you know, I don't know where this is at. Anyways, fast forward, we find each other. He finds me, because at one point I was like, bro, you need to find me. Like, I'm calling his phone. I'm like, you need to find me, because in my head, for like 5 minutes, I just needed him to be my pretend boyfriend, so another guy who was on me can get away from me. So I just wanted to be like, I was like, yeah, my man is coming, like, you need to go, like, my man is coming. That's what I kept saying. I was like, Johnny, my man is coming, and yeah, you need to go. So Johnny ended up coming, but he doesn't know the situation. So, and I didn't tell him specifically what I really needed him for. So I was like, okay, like, come on, like, let's just walk with me 5 minutes, like, just be in my space for 5 minutes. And Johnny didn't want to do that. Johnny didn't want to go behind the truck or nothing. So I guess at this point, I caught an attitude without realizing I'm catching an attitude, right? So he was like, oh, you really catching an attitude with me? And I'm just like, it is what it is. Like, it's cool. Like, I'm done. Like, go back where you was at. I'm going to go back with my friend and this annoying guy who I don't even like. Like, why is he here? Like, when I say we kept dodging this guy, like, and he still found me. I couldn't believe it. But anyways, back to Johnny. So Johnny was like, you really upset? And I'm just like, yeah, like, I don't care. So Johnny went his way, I went my way. Johnny started texting me again, and I'm just like, bro, we're not about to go back and forth. Like, I'm not finna do this with you. So me and Johnny, like, I just ignored Johnny. Like, I just ignored it, and it is what it is. The next day, Tuesday, I guess this is where I play my part, and, you know, I take accountability, because at this point, like, Johnny was low-key on my mind. Like, I was like, I think I kind of like Johnny. I texted him after I came back from playing mass, and I was packing, because I'm literally leaving the next day. So I'm packing my suitcase, and something came to my head, and I was like, well, if we arguing like we together, let me text my man. So I was like, what are you doing? And I guess it kind of caught him off guard, because he was like, oh, I thought you stopped talking to me. And I just was like, no, like, if I'm over something, like, I don't see the need to keep talking about it. Like, I'm cool. We talking, and, you know, he asked me how Carnival was, how did I enjoy it, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, oh, like, you know, I thought I would have been able to take you out. And I was like, you wanted to take me out? Like, why didn't you say something, Johnny? Like, Johnny, you gotta speak up. Closed mouth don't get fed, Johnny. Closed mouth don't get fed. So we're just talking or whatever, and, like, you know, like, I guess now we're trying to, like, get to know each other. And I was like, well, are you gonna miss me? You know, are you gonna miss your girl? And he was like, maybe. And then he's like, are you gonna miss me? And I was like, what do you mean maybe? Like, it's yes or no. And so when he asked me, I was like, well, I'm definitely not gonna miss us arguing. Like, you know, I'm not gonna miss that, because that shit was toxic. Like, I don't got time for none of that. Whatever you had going on, like, I don't got time for that. He was like, no, you just like, you think I'm a liar, and I really wasn't lying to you, da 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 da. I'm just like, okay, like, I feel how I feel. You don't know her? Let's just go with that. You don't know her. Okay, cool. So I told him about the situation on why I got mad, because I wanted him to be my pretend boyfriend for like 5 minutes. And he was like, oh, why I didn't say anything, because, like, you know, he would have did it, like, you know, whatever. But that's neither here or there. So I find out that Johnny works at the airport. So he was like, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you before you leave. I was not expecting that. I really was just like, okay, like, well, I saw you. Like, this was just a St. Vincent thing. Like, this was a Vincy thing. This was a Vincy, like, little situationship. And I thought it was just going to end here. It did not end here, y'all. So I saw Johnny at the airport, you know. And I feel like the airport, it was a kind of bit weird. Like, I get you're working, so I'm not trying to interrupt you at work. I'm not trying to get you in trouble or nothing, because I could barely support myself. So how I'ma support you if you ain't got no job? Like, you ain't finna blame me like, oh, I got fired because I was, nah. So, like, Johnny kept coming up to me, and I was like, Johnny, like, you at work? Like, you know, he's like, so what that gotta do with anything? And I'm just like, okay, Johnny, like, so it was kind of a bit weird. And I feel like when he first came up to me, like, he tried to give me a fist bump, and I just was like, am I one of your bros? Like, what the fuck? Like, you can hug me. Like, it's okay to hug me. But anyways, the airport encounter was like a bit weird. My flight starts to board. I don't see Johnny. So I ended up texting Johnny like, hey, I'm leaving. That was that. I don't know if I said that I almost missed my connecting flight, but it was a lot going on, and I was recording it, and Johnny was watching my story. So you would think, as a person, you would think like, yo, you good? Like, you made it home safe? Like, you know, I seen you almost miss your flight. Like, everything good? I didn't hear none of that. I didn't hear nothing from Johnny. It literally took 3 days for me to text Johnny, and I was like, wow, I left your country and you just cut me off, right? He was like, no, why would you say that? He was like, I know I was going to talk to you again. I just been really busy. Like, I've been doing overtime trying to make back the money that I spent. And I just was like, okay, which I understood, because I'm coming back home to work too. Like, I need to make up back the $1,000 I spent in Carnival, like the costume, hotel. Like, so I get it. But however, I feel like if someone is interested in you, like, at least text like, hey, how you doing? I literally did not hear from you for 3 days. I texted you, but okay, cool. No lie to y'all, a week went by, and I just was like, yeah, Johnny was playing with me. Johnny played in my face. Johnny didn't really like me. I don't know what Johnny's intentions was. He thought he found an American girl who lived up here in the States. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what he thought. But in my head, I'm like, Johnny not interested in me. Like, a week goes by and I don't hear from you. So my thought process is, okay, what are we following each other for? So I went on Johnny's page to remove him from following me, and I will no longer be following him. So we won't be following each other, right? But before I do that, I go on Johnny's page on his to see who he's following. This man is not following me. Johnny unfollowed me. Johnny unfollowed me, y'all. Johnny unfollowed me, and I was like taken back. I was like, I said, what the actual fuck? So now a whole different scenario is going on in my head. I'm like, Johnny has a girlfriend. Like, here, like, he really tried to play me. Like, are you stupid? Like, I was just like, well, thank God. Like, yes, I thought Johnny was cute. I guess I did feel some type of way about Johnny, where I was like, wow, like, I'm glad I found out now before it got serious, and I found out later. So I'm like, oh my God, Johnny got a girlfriend. Like, he unfollowed me. I can't believe this. But again, this not my man for real. Like, this was whatever happened in Vincy, like, whatever situationship it was, is what it was. Right? So I didn't hit him up. I just unfollowed him as well. You not following me? Why am I following you? So I unfollowed him. Right? Maybe 2 days later, I'm lurking on his page. But the reason I'm lurking is because I want to see if I'm right. Like, I want to see if you're going to post a girl, if you're going to post somebody. Like, just give me confirmation that I know I'm right. Right? So I start lurking on his page, and he caught me. So he DMs me, and he was like, oh, you watching my Instagram story, but you not following me. So I go, well, you unfollowed me. No, I didn't unfollow you. Instagram was on some shit. Even my friends was telling me and showing me that I wasn't following them. And I'm just like, again, this man take me for idiot. He thinks I'm stupid because what? I've never heard of that. I've never heard Instagram randomly unfollows people. Like, Me, I'm just the one person that got unfollowed. Let's be for real here. Anyways, I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, it is what it is. And he was like, no, I'm serious. He has the nerve to say, oh, I want to do better because I don't want to lose you. What? What are you saying? What are you saying for real? A whole week and change goes by. You don't hit me up. I don't get no, hey, how you doing? How you been? How's work? Nothing. Nothing. But yet you have the nerve to come out your mouth. You don't want to lose me. Boy, go sit down somewhere and shut your mouth because you're lying. Like, boy, you lost me. Once I got on the plane, you lost me. Once I got home, you really lost me because it wasn't no, did you make it home safe? How was the flight? Nothing. So for you to say that is like, what? Are you stupid? Anyways, so I feel like I kind of ignored it because now I feel like at one point I was like giving mixed signals. Like, yes, I like you, but at the same time, how I was responding, it wasn't giving that. So he was like, well, like, do you like me, yes or no? And I was like, well, do you like me, yes or no? And it just was going back and forth, right? And once I see that coming, I'm literally going to stop responding. I stopped responding. So look how tables turn. Look how tables turn where days go by again. I'm looking at my Instagram story and I see his name that he watched my story. So I'm like, bae, bae, come here, bae. If you miss me, just tell me you miss me. Like, just say that, right? So, y'all, I admit I'm part of the problem. Like, I'm a part of the problem because I didn't have to text him, but I did. So I was like, if you miss me, just say you miss me because weren't you the same one who said, oh, you not following me, but you watching my story? This man laughed my ass off and he was like, oh, so you missed me? No, I asked you first, do you miss me? Yes or no? Yes or no? So he was like, yeah, I miss you. So in my head, I'm like, nigga, you lying. Because what do you miss? What do you miss? We ain't do nothing. We ain't kiss. Nothing ever happened between us. So what do you miss for real? What do you miss? But anyways, so I don't know. We were talking and he was trying to be like, yo, how can we make this work? Like, where do we go from here? Like, let me see what he was saying for real. Hold on. Okay, that's what he said. He was like, yeah, what's the next move for us? Do you want to have something? How would we work out? So in my head, like, I'm on like, I don't want to say go mode, but I'm like trying to like think quick, right? And I'm just like, I feel like how he was responding or asking me these questions as if I was trying to pursue him. And that's not the case. Like, from the beginning, you've been reaching out to me. You asked for my contact information. Yes, I danced on you, but that's all it was. It was just a dance. You asked for my contact information. You asked me when I was leaving. Multiple times you said you wanted to see me. I need to see you. I don't want to lose you. So it's like, for you to be like, oh, you want something? It's like as if I wanted the relationship, and I felt like it was like very one-sided type shit, and I just was like, huh? Like, I was just so confused. So I was like, yo, when you get the time, like, call me. Like, just call me and we can discuss if there's something here. We'll figure it out. So he never called me. So he asked me again. He was like, yo, like, what are we doing for real? And I was like, well, I told you to call me. You did not call me. He was like, oh, I've been busy or whatever. Here we go with the busy thing. I'm busy too. I work too. Like, and I get like all jobs, you can't be on your phone. But at the same time, if you're texting me, you have time to call me. That's just how I feel. You can take 5 minutes out of your day to call me. The conversation is not going to be 5 minutes. It's going to be more than 5 minutes. But I'm just saying, like, if you have time to text me, you have time to call me. That's all I'm going to say. So we're kind of going back and forth. And I decide to write a long message. And I'm just like, bro, like, we literally have been going in circles all day. Like, we're not getting anywhere. Like, you keep asking me if you like me. And I feel like, how many times do I have to say, like, okay, yes, I like you. Like, okay, move on from that. Again, we're trying to figure out what's going to happen next. I don't know. I cannot tell you what's going to happen next. You live in one country, I live in the other. Like, long distance, I've never done that before. I don't know how that works for real. Like, do I have to fly out to you? Like, are you going to fly here? Like, I don't know. And this is why I wanted to have a conversation over the phone so we can figure it out. Like, let's talk about it. Right? So, within that long conversation, I say that, and I start from the beginning, like how we met, how there were red flags when you were talking to the female, you lied, and this, that, and the third. And out of that whole message, all he took was that I said he was a liar. And when I say he ran with that, you never believe me, you just assume shit, you like every other female. I'm like every other female. So to me, it sounds like the shoe fits. So you are a liar. If I'm like every other female, that means every other female called you a liar. And you've been lying from day one. Like, let's be honest here. So we're talking, right? And I'm listening to him talk, and I'm just like, yo, like, okay, like, that's all you got from the message. I'm like, that's how I feel. I feel like you lied to me. If you didn't lie, prove to me that you didn't lie. Prove to me, give me your point of view of what happened. No, because you already came up with this narrative in your head, so why do I have to say this and da-da-da-da? I'm just like, what? He was like, you're probably part of the problem too, but you won't say that. And at this point, I sent the voice note and I was laughing, but I'm not laughing at him. I'm just laughing because you're right. I am part of the problem. I should have never contacted you once I came back. Once I came back home, I should have left your ass where you was at. I should have never contacted you. I should never reached out when I saw you lurking on my page. I should never did none of that. Oh, before he said that, he's like, oh, you think I'm a joke? He was like, why are you laughing? Hold on. Let me tell you what he said. Let me tell you what he said for real. Because, so yeah, I'm laughing like, yo, you're right. And in my video, I said, I'm the problem. I literally say I'm the problem. So he's like, oh, so now I'm a joke. So it's funny to you. Why are you laughing but saying I'm not? He was like, have a good night, Reese. And I was like, what are you talking about? Nobody said you was a joke. I'm literally laughing because you're right. He's like, oh, I'm right now. Surprised to hear that. But do you, G? Do me? What? Okay, cool. Like, so I'm like, now you're upset with me. Like, how did we get here? I'm so confused on what just happened. He's like, nah, I'm cool. He's like, why would I be upset? I'm not your man. And he put a question mark. He was like, it was a wine, you said, right? Question mark. I said, wow. I said, okay. I was like, can you stop? So I'm calling him. He's not answering me. He's not answering because now you're pissing me off. Like, I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you via text. Call me and let's argue over the phone. Like, let me hear your voice. Like, let me hear how you really feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, no, I'm at the gym. I'm going to go work out. What, you think I'm lying about that too? I actually do think you're lying about that, but I didn't tell him that. I was like, all right. Oh, so I responded to something when he said it was a wine, you said, right? So I was like, so you admit it was more than that? He had just hearted the message. And I'm just like, okay, right? So when I said, oh, you make me out to be the villain so bad, he responded, no, I ain't. He's like, no, I am. You said it already. I said, I never said you was, so don't say I said that. And I was like, how I feel and whether you're telling the truth is two different things. And he was just like, I cool. And me, I cool too. I'm cool too. I'm cool off you. I didn't respond, and it's been 3 days since I heard from him. That was our last message. So yeah. That was my little fake situationship that happened out there. That was a lot. I feel like 85% of the time we literally just arguing about him lying. And it just was like, you have no reason to lie to me. And that's the thing. I was like, you have no reason to lie to me. So it's like, are you really lying? Like, am I being extra? Like, I don't know. But so I'm like, it is what it is. If I plan to go back to St. Vincent and if I happen to see you in your own country, okay, like, there's no beef. Like, I don't have any hatred towards you, but it's just like I know how you are. Like, I'm good off you. Like, I don't expect nothing from you, and it is what it is. Could it have been something? Possibly. Will it be something? No, because you played in my face. You played games. You literally played in my face. Like, I'm literally trying to give you the opportunity to tell me, like, your side, what really happened. Like, and I'm asking you, like, what were your intentions when you first met me? When you asked for my contact information, what was your intentions? Like, because now you're making it seem like you don't like me, and it's like I'm the one who like you. I'm trying to pursue you. Nah, nigga, we not finna do that. No, because you wanted to see me. Remember, you was like, I don't want to lose you. You the one saying all of these shit, not me. Okay, I was nonchalant about everything. But in the back of my head, I was like, "Hey, babe!" Like, I would get excited when I got a message from him. Even if it was arguing, I'd be like, "Okay, he responded." Like, I know I'm toxic. Like, I know, like, I played a part, but you gotta admit you played a part too. That's all I'm saying, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. But anyways, y'all, I gotta go to work. I'm about to be late trying to give y'all the tea, but yeah, that's that. Because I don't know what's going to happen from here. If the story continues, I'll come back. But as of right now, we're not on speaking terms. So, hey, it is what it is. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.